Well, good morning. This is Doc Martin. I'm the lone journalist for KRAZ TV. It means keep real, A to Z, true vision. And our mission is a small voice for joy. Look what I have. Another book review. Oh, that does bring joy. Called Art of the Pie. What a sweet book. It's another keeper, Her name is Kate McDermott. And all the photos are by Andrew Scribani. I'm not butchering his name. Sure hope I'm not. I don't think so. What a sweet book. It's right off. She's talking about her grandmother. If that didn't bring a tear, I don't know what would. So she comes from a line of bakers and pie makers. She's very famous for her pies now. And one of the greatest joys is she said she got to meet Julia Childs. And they had lunch at her home. So anyways, there's her picture. The sweetest person I know. Look at that little, well, my face recognition went right to her. Kate McDermott is an award-winning, self-taught home baker who leads Art of the Pie camps and workshops nationwide. She's featured in USA Today, the New York Times, the Boston Globe, Real Simple, Saveur, and on NPR. McDermott lives in Port Angeles, Washington. More information about Art of the Pie workshops and pie camps can be found at artofthepie.com. And of course, the photographer, Andrew Scribani, is a commercial and editorial photographer, food stylist, writer, and blogger. His work appears regularly in the New York Times and elsewhere. Scribani, who lives and works in New York City, has shot 10 award-winning cookbooks. Well, I gotta say, it's just, when you see a picture like that, it's wonderful. Thank you, Andrew. So, like I said, the first thing she talks about is memories of her grandmother and all. You know what the secret to pie making is? She'll tell you right up front. Cold, cold, cold. Work everything cold. Put your hands in cold water. Chill your knives. If you use food processor, chill and keep them in the refrigerator. She uses shortening, lard, butter, oils, this and that. Cold, cold, cold. Use cold water. And then she just has a few tools. She has a pastry cloth to roll it on, and she picked out her certain pins, and she finally got her a French tapered that she uses a lot. I'm already just tearing up over what a great, great person and subject this is. The biggest reason, too, is because it brings back so many memories when I was a child, and I used to help my mother make pies, too. She's even got shepherd's pie in here. So, and she covers all the great traditional pies, gooseberry, things like that, quince. I was shocked to know, though, that some of the recipes call for 10 cups and 9 for a basic 12-inch pie or so. 10 cups of apples. That sounds like a lot, but I guess when it's heaped and then cooked down. She also leaves the skins on a lot of the apples, and she goes through a lot of the different varieties. This is a super informative book. She tells how to manage the dough and don't overwork it. And then one day she said she got a call from her doctor and said she had celiac disease. Now I know what that is. It's a small intestine disorder from gluten. And, I used to poo-poo, and I probably still eat a lot of gluten. And I don't know if it bothers me or not, but she started making and learned how to make gluten-free crust and stuff. And, well, I learned a lot about that. But anyways, only difference with gluten-free is when you're rolling it out and all, you have to work the dough so that it's with plastic, so that when you take and transfer it over into the tin or put it on as a top, you roll it back, and so it's a vehicle to carry the dough because it won't fall apart on you, and then you can transfer it to the product. So you're learning something new every day. She keeps it simple, and all the recipes in here, the tools, oh, it just goes on and on about, well, she's only got a few chapters, but it's called A Practical Guide to Homemade Crust, Fillings, and Life. And it's by the Countryman Press, a division of W.W. Norton and Company, independent publishers since 1923. You got lattice pies. You want the steam to come out. She does fried pies. She does do pastries, rolls, all of those things also. So, know your oven. Rule 3, don't worry about, be sure to vent, keep your boundaries. The number 1 rule, keep everything chilled, especially yourself, and always with a smile. That is her biggest thing. There's her rolling pins. Talks about their care. She said, don't wash them with soap, so wipe them down, and all of that. So let's see, what was her? She's only got a few chapters, and one of them, the first one is chapter 1, flour, salt, fat, water, and that's all you really need for dough. Fruit, sweetener, seasoning, and thickener, how to fill and finish your pies, chapter 2. 3 is the quintessential apple pie. And then she's got a berry pie for Julia. Sweet as a peach and other stone fruits. Old-fashioned rhubarb and citrus pies. Creamy, nutty, cool, and yummy. These are meringues and limes and stuff. And then savory supper pies that feature meats, vegetables, and other things. And what she's learned from pie. Kate's very short glossary of pie-making terms, how to render leaf lard, selected bibliographies, and books that inspire. So I was just blown away by this book. I still am. Music, she said, work to music, keep a smile on your face. How to roll and make traditional pie dough. Traditional art of the pie, all butter dough. Transferring gluten-free dough to the pie tin. This is where you use the plastic to keep it going. So rice flour and things like that do not have, rice doesn't have gluten in it. So she's learned how to make gluten-free. Fried dough, fried pie dough. It just goes on blind baking or pre-baking a crust, it's called. You got to put weights in it, pie weights. I don't know what that was, but it's to hold the weight of the crust down in the pie tin so that when you bake it, it doesn't bubble up and all of that. So when you pull it out, it's got its proper depression to look, she's got a cute little cottage too. So I guess Andrew is just, what phenomenal work. She got one of the best lemon curd. He's a great photographer. Lemon curd, I'm trying to make that. I'm having a little difficulty working it. But rustic tarts. Look at those beautiful tarts, huh? So she just does the sweetest person that I have. Oh, a berry pie for Julia. Blackberry pie. Blueberry pie. Gooseberry. Raspberry. Triple berry. Oh, look at this photography. This book's a keeper. It's a wonderful book. $47. What a treasure it is. Well, we got this book at the Tucson, Pima County Public Library, and you can get it at yours. What a sweet book. A sweet person, a sweet subject, and joy, joy, joy the whole way. That's right, it's called Art of the Pie by Kate McDermott and photos by Andrew Scrivani. Keep watching KRAZ TV and shed tears for joy. I'll see you later. Thanks. I got up early just to do this. You know, I was going to do some other book reviews the other day, and this will be at Zero Channel. We talk about adult subjects, but I've been putting so many over at the other channel at KRAZ TV that I thought I'd go make sure this one got at Zero. But this was a way better and more uplifting subject is pie making. Who doesn't love pie, huh? Thanks. Keep watching KRAZ TV.